Hello everyone, and welcome to you on your sofas and armchairs across the world. This is the 7th Fans of Zion event, and who'd have guessed we'd be doing it virtually? For those who are missing popping into Zion, which I hope is all of you, I'd like to give you an update on where we stand. As you know, most of us are now furloughed as we await government restriction guidance. We have been successful in getting an Arts Council grant, and the fundraising that has happened to date has helped us pay the bills whilst we're in lockdown. However, our biggest challenge is when we reopen, as we will need to make enough income to pay wages and bills whilst offering a reduced service. Over 50% of our monthly income is usually covered by events and private hire, which, as you know, is unlikely to happen for some months to come. Therefore, we need to try and keep the business afloat whilst this is possible. This is why your support is so crucial. This fundraising evening is perhaps more important than ever before. It was originally set up to help us cover the gable wall repairs in 2014, and now we are faced with a very different emergency, and one that is harder to predict. You can donate this evening via PayPal to info@zionbristol.co.uk or by bank transfer, and the information will be on the screen during various times in the show. Tonight is a first for many of us, and I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the artists who answered the call to put something together for this event. Since closing our venue in March, each performer has had to cancel events during lockdown, and as with many businesses, these artists are at risk of losing their only source of income during this crisis. That's why all the proceeds tonight will be split 50-50 between Zion and the performers. We hope to be able to welcome everybody back to experience these brilliant performers in our venue, and we'll be working hard to make sure that happens as soon as it can. So, thank you from all of us. Now sit back, pour yourself a large drink, imagine yourselves at Zion, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fasten your seatbelts, lock and load, get off TikTok, stop posting your favourite 10 albums of all time on Facebook as we welcome you to the Fans of Zion Night for 2020. My name is Paris Troy, I'm a very proud patron of Zion and your host and compere for the evening. Now before we start, I've created a mini drinking game that you can play along with. Why not have a little sip of your favourite tipple every time you hear the phrase unprecedented times? I guarantee you'll be smashed by the end of the evening. Now, these are sad, unprecedented times that we're living in. But tonight, Zion is all about positivity, about hope. It's about connecting community, whatever form that takes and whichever platform. And thanks as always to the tireless and fantastic work of Jess and Tanya, the Zion team and many others. This evening we bring you a range of performers and acts that were due to perform at Zion until coronavirus sadly meant cancellation. Not only did Zion lose the revenue from the shows, but each performer has also lost their income over this difficult and unprecedented time. Money raised from tonight's show will be split 50-50 between Zion and the performers, so please donate if you're able to, because every penny does count. You can donate via PayPal to info@zionbristol.co.uk. That's info@zionbristol.co.uk. The bank details will be on screen during the evening as well, if you would rather pay by bank transfer. So everyone, sit back, grab your crisps and your popcorn, your Prosecco or your tea, or if you're in Southall, of course, your Beaujolais and organic baked tofu chips, and feast your eyes on some brilliant and diverse performances as I give you Fans of Zion Night 2020.
Ladies and gents, the Zion quiz will be coming up shortly. So please find a piece of paper and a pen before we start. Thank you.
Stand back everyone, clear some space, get rid of pets and kids. It's time for Loz Because, an extraordinary hula hoop artist who can perform anywhere, anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, Loz Because. once there. This is Fans of Zion Night 2020, and I'm sure you'll agree, isn't it great to not be baking another banana bread? Anyway, it's time for Dion Draper, who is the talent behind Sing with Soul, a musical force empowering female voices through music, song, and spoken word. Dion presents her one-woman musical, Data, written and performed by Dion Draper and directed by Hannah Loon.
My God, it's you and only you. Making my life complete, brand new, and I keep growing. I have nothing without you. Your love will see me through. Just a mustard seed of faith is all I need, 'cause I'm nothing without you. I'm a seed that's starting to grow out of the dark. Light starts to show, and I keep growing. I have nothing without you. Your love will see me through. Just a mustard seed of faith is all I need, 'cause I'm nothing without you, without you. Nothing without you. Nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. Yeah, without you. God, it's you and only you. Yeah, making my life complete, brand new, and I keep growing. I have nothing without you. Your love will see me through. Just a mustard seed of faith, it's all I need, 'cause I'm nothing without you. Without you. Without you. Without you.
Unprecedented times, ladies and gentlemen. Right, it's great to have you along for Fans of Zion Night, and don't forget you can donate by PayPal or via the bank details that should be on your screen. Now, Var Smallwood is a filmmaker producing video for community projects and the performing arts. He recently wrote a one-man show, Stashed, and presents an excerpt from the show which will be coming to Zion in the very near future. It's time for Var Smallwood.
Hello, welcome to the and face. And one of my faces, and one of the other is middle face. Bye. Oh, I'm the water header. Nice to meet you. What then? Goodbye. It's about death enough. Oi. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Hello. Who that is hello. I was. Who does it? Hello. Hello. This is. Yeah, I just go do. He says. Hey, oh! Hey! Wait! Wait! Hey! Hello, and who's me? And that's what I live for. And that's hey, oh, this time we have another day. Way! And you know what? Hey!
What a show, everybody. Now, allow me to transform, if you will, into the Joker from Batman. What you get if you cross Jeremy Clarkson, the bloke off Mastermind, and the guy who sits behind the desk on Pointless. Well, you get the king of all quizmasters, Mr. Richard Mizzen. He's the quiz maestro for the Zion Community Space and other local causes, bringing his encyclopedic knowledge to test the grey cells of Bristol and beyond. By the way, if you were expecting some special effect where I actually did turn into the Joker, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I mean, I am only on the Zoom Basic package here. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Richard Mizzen.
Ladies and gentlemen and fans of Zion, welcome to the 2020 mini quiz. Thank you. Question 1. Which actor portrayed Chris Tarrant in the recent ITV TV drama Quiz, based on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire coughing scandal? That's which actor portrayed Chris Tarrant in the recent ITV drama Quiz, based on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire coughing scandal? Okay, question 2. Following recent research, with 82, which planet has the most moons? With 82, which planet has the most moons? Question 3. Which player lost in the men's singles final at Wimbledon in both 1986 and 1987? So, which player lost in the men's singles final at Wimbledon in 86 and 87? Four. In which English county are the towns of Lowestoft and Newmarket? In which English county are the towns of Lowestoft and Newmarket? Question 5. Jack Lepresti has been the MP for which local constituency since 2010? Jack Lepresti has been the MP for which local constituency since 2010? Excuse me. Cheers. Six. At the 2020 Brit Awards held in February, which seems like about 2 years ago, who won the Best Male Solo Artist Award? So back in February at the 2020 Brit Awards, who won the Best Male Solo Artist Award? Question 7. The orphan nicknamed Pip is the main character and narrator of which famous novel, which was first published in 1861? The orphan nicknamed Pip is the main character and narrator of which famous novel from 1861? Question 8. Released in May 2008, what was the first film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Released in May 2008, what was the first film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Question 9. The name of which foodstuff comes from the Arabic word for chickpeas? The name of which foodstuff comes from the Arabic word for chickpeas? And finally, question 10. The world's heaviest reptile is a type of which animal? The world's heaviest reptile is a type of which animal? Okay, good luck. And I will be giving you the answers later. Thank you.
This is fans of Zion Night 2020 with the very important message: if a member of your family has tried to cut your hair, or worse, you've tried cutting your own hair, I hope your one remaining ear is doing okay. Up next, the always fabulous Kate Dimbleby, a fellow patron of Zion and long-time supporter. Kate is a renowned singer-songwriter who's currently forging a new path in the world of interactive films, and tonight is performing a song with the amazing musician and DJ Keith Warmington to inspire us during these tough times. I give you Kate and Keith.
Yeah, Zion, this is all for you. From waving to the other side of the city with Keith here.
Hi, Zion.
2 meters away.
2 meters away. And these are some of our neighbours.
Keith managed to
street.
invite a crowd.
I had to get their permission to
they're all
film
just
here.
walking past. What are we doing, Keith?
And this is Kate Dimbleby, everyone. This is her husband,
Hello,
Rue.
Keith Street.
Who are you? I don't know. I'm hoping you could tell me. And we're going to do In My Own Mind, the Lyle Lovett song that we often start with.
Yeah, let's go for
Are
it.
you ready for
Yes,
that?
I'm ready.
Here's a song by an American songwriter called Lyle Lovett, called In My Own Mind.
Oh, this feels like a bit of a lockdown sort of moment. A lockout moment. A let out moment. I get up in the morning, I drink a cup of coffee, I look out of the window, I try to get it started.
I turn it all over, plow it all under, plant them in the springtime, pick them in the summer. I live in my own mind, there's nothing but a good time, no rain, just the sunshine, out here in my own mind. I live where I can breathe, there's nothing but a cool breeze, nobody that it won't please, out here where I can breathe. Mandy and Danny Ray, they'll show back up any day, that's one thing you can count on, but sometimes they'll be long gone. Rather be hunting, hooked on fishing, or read it on the t-shirts. And if you don't believe me, yes, I live in my own mind, there's nothing but a good time, no rain, just the sunshine, out here in my own mind. I live where I can breathe, there's nothing but a cool breeze, nobody that it won't please, out here where I can breathe. Hardwood floor creaking, bedroom door squeaking, she's standing in the kitchen, I thought she would be sleeping. I kiss her on the forehead, ask her how she slept. She says, honey, it's so early, you probably shouldn't speak yet. Yes, I live in my own mind, there's nothing but a good time, no rain, just the sunshine, out here in my own mind. I live where I can breathe, there's nothing but a cool breeze, nobody that it won't please, out here where I can breathe. Wake up in the morning, drink a cup of coffee, look out of the window and try to get it started.
Marty J is a long-time supporter of Zion, a magician and circus entertainer who runs circus cabaret nights at Zion and hosts countless children's parties with his sidekick, Professor Chimpington. Ladies and gentlemen, Marty J.
Hello, fans of Zion. Quick thing. PPE is a thing now, isn't it? here's how to make something a bit more fun, and also do a valuable bit of what's it called? Quality control. Okay, you take your PPE, you blow it up, you grab the middle finger, and you pull. 1, checking it's not got any holes in it, and 2, it's a shark. Can you see it's a shark? It's totally a shark. Kids will love it. Maybe it'll surprise a colleague or a work member. Anyway, hope everyone is doing good. Hope to see you all when this is all over and we do a circus cabaret at the Zion. Bye.
Excellent work, and thank you to all the artists performing here tonight. Hope you're all doing okay at home. I know these have been tough, unprecedented times, staying indoors with the same members of your family every day and having to do really strange alien things like talk to each other, listen to each other, engage. Hang in there, guys. Moving on though, and speaking of engaging, there was no one better than the late, great Victoria Wood. And this is an excerpt from Victorious, a joyful and poignant musical tribute to her, devised and performed by the brilliant Hannah Brackenbury.
Good evening to the fans of Zion. My name is Hannah Brackenbury and I'm a musical comedy performer. I wish I could be there with you in person in Bristol this evening. Unfortunately, instead I'm here on my sofa in Brighton on the south coast. I should have been with you back in April performing my one-woman show Victorious, a musical tribute to my hero, the late great Victoria Wood. Unfortunately, that tour is on hold for now, but I hope to be back with you either later this year or early in 2021. But for tonight, let's give you a little taster of the show. Let's start with a Victoria Wood classic song. This is the story of the life and loves, or lack of loves, of a woman called Pam. Can I tell you who I am? I'm Pamela Patricia, but they call me Pam. I don't like shorts or slingback shoes. My only pair of trousers are my gardening trews. I don't say who, I still say whom. I never use the toilet, just the smallest room. I don't say gay, I still say queer. I think the Mussolini had the right idea. La da dum da dum da 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 dum. Got engaged in 52, got married in the autumn in a nice pale blue. It all turned sour to say the least. I was stuck in Abergele with a sex-crazed beast. Our wedding night I heard a cough. There was Harold in the doorway with his pyjamas off. I said, now look, I must be blunt, I couldn't give a beggar on the whole sex front. Not me, not my scene, I prefer a game of rummy and an Ovaltine. Harold, dear, do get dressed. I've seen one in a book and I was not impressed. La da dum da dum da 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 dum. Once divorced, I lived alone till I chummed up with a woman by the name of Joan. She moved in, she seemed quite nice, all army boots and braces, but I didn't think twice. Then one night she seemed upset. I said, are you not happy in my maisonette? She drained her rum and baby sham, ran her fingers through her crew cut, said I love you, Pam. Wa da dum da dum da 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 dum. I didn't faint, I didn't scream, just carried on demolishing my custard cream. She said, please come upstairs with me, let me show you just how wonderful a love can be. I said, all right, but don't be late. There's a thing by Alan Bennett on at 8:30. So up we go, and off she went, but all I seemed to think about was Stoke-on-Trent. Not me, didn't gel, I prefer a cup of cocoa and a Ruth Rendell. Joan, dear, do get dressed, no woman over 40 suits a mauve string vest. La da dum da dum da 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 dum. Then one year to beat the blues, I booked myself a cabin on a 10-day cruise. So much to do, so much to see, with a load of single women who look just like me. Then one day I clicked like that, with a bachelor called Billy in a golfing hat. We were so happy, hand in hand, listening to a lecture on the prostate gland. La da dum da dum da 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 dum. I told him sex had been no go. We took it as a challenge and he went below. We kissed and hugged without delay. He tried to take my rain hood off. I said no way. He said, I'll bet you 10 whole pounds. I'll bet you have an orgasm while I'm around. He got stuck in, he really tried, but I only felt a tremor down my left-hand side. Not me, not my boast, I prefer a spot of ironing and a round of toast. Bill, dear, do get dressed, but he just fell over moaning as he clutched his chest. He went, ah! Bill was dead, he died for me. They took him on a stretcher as I drank my tea. But as I poured another cup, I thought I've never had that orgasm. I'm 10 quid up. Thank you. A classic there from the late, great Victoria Wood. Now, the next song of hers I'd like to perform is one about childhood. It's one that takes you back to your childhood, back to primary school, back to being 5 years old, being in the school hall, being made to do PE in your vest and pants. This is called Music and Movement. It's bad enough at school without the wireless. We have it nearly every afternoon. It's something called Music and Movement, where you run about to a tune. I wouldn't mind if it was cops and robbers, but the lady tells you what you have to be. And I'm only a mixed infant, so it isn't up to me. And now we're in the hall with the wireless on, with the lady saying what you have to do. Be as tall as a house, be as tiny as a mouse. I'm knackered and it's only 2:30. It's been an horrible day at school so far. My best friend didn't come, and I got demoted from milk monitor because they heard me saying bum. And then I got in trouble on the playground, got the slipper twice off Mrs. Stock, because Linda Morris tried to kiss me, so I put me welly down her frock. And now we're in the hall with the wireless on, running up and down, we haven't had a rest. Pretend the day is sunny, you're a funny little bunny. Have you ever seen a rabbit in a vest? I'm making this Christmas tree out of lolly sticks to take home to my mum, but it's gone all crumply and sticky cause I'm not very good with gum. And Shepherd's buying cabbage for dinner and it wasn't even hot. Spotted Dick and custard, old Dick and not a knot of spots. And now we're in the hall with the wireless on. Our teacher's joining in, she's gone all red. She's the moon and we're the sea. There's a big scab on me knee. I'll save it for tonight when I'm in bed. Thank you. Now, Victoria Wood wrote a lot of songs about relationships, but quite often they didn't have that classic romantic happy ending. So I'm going to finish off with one of her less romantic relationship songs. This is called Things Would Never Have Worked. It's over, we've missed the bus. Nice idea, but not for us. We didn't click, let's make it quick and say goodbye. Don't hold my hand and don't demand a reason why. No loving looks, no fond regards. Tonight was always on the cards. I like big muscles, you were thin and lanky. I like nice manners, you were far too cranky. You blew your nose and then looked in your hanky. Things would never have worked. The day I met you was a real hard venture. I thought that love would be a big adventure. Then I saw the spinach on your bottom denture. Things would never have worked. I wanted moonlight and roses and all that silly wanted gerbils, a whippet, a wash. I wanted love poems, you couldn't write them. My earlobes nibbled, but you wouldn't bite them. You'd only fart in an attempt to light them. Things would never have worked. We're not compatible, let's not get blue, dear. At least we see each other's point of view, dear. I like big hunky men, and so do you, dear. Things would never have worked. Thank you so much. A little snippet there of my show Victorious, and as I said before, I hope to be back with you in Bristol either later this year or early in 2021. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you, Bristol. Goodbye.
Ladies and gents, the answers to the quiz. Question 1. The actor who portrayed Chris Tarrant was Michael Sheen. The planet, number 2. The planet with the most moons, 82, is Saturn. Question 3. The player who lost in the men's singles final in both 86 and 87 was Ivan Lendl. 4. In which English county will you find Lowestoft and Newmarket? That is Suffolk. 5. Jack Lepresti is the MP for Filton and Bradley Stoke. At the 2020 Brit Awards, this is question 6. At the 2020 Brit Awards, the winner of the Best Male Solo Artist was Stormzy. 7. The orphan whose nickname Pip is from the novel Great Expectations. The first film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Iron Man. Question 9, the name of the foodstuff which comes from the Arabic word for chickpeas is hummus. And finally, question 10. The world's heaviest reptile is a type of crocodile. Thank you. I hope you did well.
Another great performance, and whatever you think, I'm sure you'll agree, isn't this better than queuing for toilet paper? Though on that subject, I must say I do prefer the 4-ply luxury tissue. It's so much softer. Anyway, next up, it's the Hodgepodge Theatre Company who bring magical stories to life through puppetry and fun and have performed in the past 2 sellout Christmas seasons at Zion. Here they are, the Hodgepodge Theatre Company.
Again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling true, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that
fantastic performance. And that's it, the end of Fans of Zion Night for 2020. Thanks to all of you for watching at home. We hope you've had a great night. Thanks to all the brilliant performers for all their time and hard work. Thank you to the sensational Jess and the Zion team and to everyone else involved behind the scenes. Please don't forget to donate if you haven't already, either through PayPal or via the bank details on your screen. Stay safe, be safe, and let's hope that next year we're back in the beautiful surroundings of the Zion building itself, together, high-fiving, hugging, and also trying to negotiate using that weird loo outside the back. Thank you, take care, good night, jazz hands, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ho!